How should one define being Chassidish?
So first of all, personally, I have a bit of an issue, and maybe I think many have an issue with it, because the word Chassidish is very much cliche. It's more being a Chassid, but the truth is the idea and the concept which often is trying to be brought out is something which is in a letter of the Frierdiker Rebbe, and which is mentioned many times also by the Rebbe. There's something which is called sipast. What passes, which means what's a proper thing to be done, and there's something that does pass for a chassid, which means it's befitting for a chassid to do certain things, and certain things are not befitting. Without going into anything of why and what and when, certain things are not befitting if you know that you have to be on a level where you learn Chassidus and therefore you know more about Hashem. You're a person who's supposed to be an influence to others. You're a person who represents the Rebbe. Certain things that maybe are allowed and maybe can be done, but it's not befitting for someone who learned about Hashem and who represents the Rebbe. This idea isn't just Chassidish. This idea is something which actually is brought down in the Gemara, where it says that there's something called a novel b'shrus ha-Torah. A novel b'shrus ha-Torah means you can be 100% doing the mitzvahs and doing what the Torah tells you, but sometimes you're a person who's not behaving as it's befitting for a Jew to behave. Or as it says, Kadesh atzmecha b'mutar loch, sanctify yourself in that which you're allowed to do. And that's also the idea that someone who studies Chassidus and who has a connection to the Rebbe, there's much more that's expected of him in his behavior, in the way he is, or as the Gemara also tells about different Amoraim that spoke about Achillul Hashem, desecrating the name of Hashem, and they said, for me, there's more expectations if I would not immediately fulfill something that I told someone I'm going to do, that's already Achillul Hashem, even though for a regular I didn't do anything wrong. Because there's more expected, and like in the Gemara we talk about, there's more expected from a Talmid Chacham, from someone who studies Torah, there's more expected from someone who's on a higher level. And similarly, someone who learns Chassidus and has a connection to the Rebbe, there's more expected from them.